I lost my oldest son to a random act of gun violence, and it has impacted us in a way that, I share my story, that it may be healing not only for myself, but healing and prevention for others.
I'm living on the south side of Chicago, and I study how people in ancient Israel would have interacted with each other as if they were in hateful relationships. The structures of how conflict settlement happened seem to be similar in both Hebrew Bible law and in the south side of Chicago, for instance.
We have very rich rituals and worship, right, on a Sunday. But what about the everyday? What about the rest of the week? What about when something happens? We have to really be mindful about their physical bodies. What physical things are they going through that we have to actually care for? These are sacred spaces.
I teach my students to pay attention to their own bodies and to always be able to know the context from which they have come, to know that that is one context. And when they are thinking about worship, particularly if that worship is to involve people from other contexts, that they must prepare themselves to hear narratives that might make them uncomfortable.
It can be very enriching to look at other people's worlds. When I met Shannon Wright, the former interrupter, it was for me impressive how people with this sort of contexts live and exist in this city just 3 miles southwest of me.
It was the pain. I had to start figuring out how to express the pain, and because whatever I went through is always somebody that said have it worse, or somebody that you can help, just in case they go through this. That they would know about it. So I started wanting to speak out.
We've used this liturgy 3 times in our congregation. Have dinner, program, and worship, and usually that is around some theme, and our theme has been building peace and confronting violence.
I so much hope that people who are living in underfunded areas with youth that grows up without many possibilities that others have, that people who might listen to them and might open their ears and hearts to that reality.
We ask students, can we be a public church and only stay inside the classroom?
And look at things that was done wrong, because it'd be situations that we're not seeing on the forefront that's causing these things, these pains in these situations.
When we talk about loving the neighbor, we're all really quick to say that as Christians, that's what we're called to do, right? But what does that actually mean?